Hello, everyone. This is Al, Red Sox fan, coming to you from Al, Red Sox fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. We're going to continue with our Stratomatic baseball card and dice makes everything nice 1976 Bicentennial Tournament, American League West Region, Round 1. Between the number 3 seed Minnesota Twins, 85 and 77, taking on the Chicago White Sox, 64 and 97. They're the number 6 seed. Game 1 went to the White Sox 3-0 behind a 3-hit shutout from Wilbur Wood. Wood, 9 innings, 3 hits, no runs, walked 2, struck out 5. Let's do it that way so you can actually see what I wrote. The White Sox could pull off the upset here as the series moves to Chicago in the best out of 3. White Sox could knock off the number 3 seeded Minnesota Twins in the American League West region. This is my new Gino Cappelletti card, 1965 tops, 1964 season stats. Gino booted 6 field goals against the Denver Broncos on October 4th, 1964. He had 7 touchdowns, 38 extra points, 25 field goals for a total of 155 points in 1964. When the AFL was no longer, Gino was the leading scorer in the American Football League. Anyway, Gino Cappelletti, my newest card to my collection. He will take his seat in the stands. Over here, Gino. Ben Wilt says, join us at the ballpark. Hope all is well. Yes, they were. Goalposts were on the goal line. You are correct. How long was a 60-yard field goal, Ben? 60 yards, though, right? So it still doesn't matter. Still a 60-yard field goal, 50-yard field goal, 30-yard field goal, 25-yard field goal, 10-yard field goal, 17-yard field goal. That's right. So you are correct. I remember showing someone the Tom Dempsey 63-yard field goal. And if you don't know who Tom Dempsey is, please look it up and check out the field goal when he kicked for the New Orleans Saints. Someone goes, well, it wasn't 63 yards. I'm like, yes, it's 63 yards. Well, the goalposts were up front. I said, but it's still 63 yards. Yes, he did. He did kick it against the Lions. And I believe, was that 1970? Yep. Ben Wilt says, and yes, it was 63 yards. He kicked it from his 37-yard line. And I wonder if that loss, was it 1970? I wonder if that loss cost the Lions home field advantage against the Cowboys if it was 1970 in that playoff game. I can't remember if it was 1970. I know it was in the early 70s. All right, without any further ado, we'll hold the football chat for a moment. We go to our 1976 Game 2 best of 3. We are in Chicago. Comiskey Park, as I stated, that's just for aesthetics. I don't play ballpark attributes. So, for the visiting Minnesota Twins, who have to win to take the series back to Metropolitan Stadium, Billy Singer will do the pitching. He's a right-handed hurler, good for 7 innings before the point of weakness check. 13-10, 3.69 ERA, 36 starts, allowed 13 homers, struck out 97, walked 66. So a bit of a control. Well, I don't know if it's either a control issue or he just didn't give in to batters. Pitched 237 innings. He is on the mound. Leading off for the Twins in center field, Lyman Bostock, excuse me. Batting second, the shortstop, switch hitting Roy Smalley. At first base, batting third, Rod Carew. The cleanup hitter in left field, Larry Heisel. Batting fifth in right field, Disco Dan Ford. Getting the start at DH, batting sixth, Craig Cusick. Batting seventh, doing the catching, switch hitter Butch Weiniger. Getting the start at third base, batting eighth, Jerry Terrell. Batting ninth, playing second base, Bob Randall. Though that is the lineup for the Minnesota Twins. Ben Wilt says, I still say the White Sox did the right thing by having Disco Demolition Night. What a 79 or 80. I think that was, God, that's a good question. I think it was 80. Could have been 79. They actually they were forfeited the second game of that doubleheader. Was that against the Indians? For the Chicago White Sox. Oh, it's against the Tigers. Oh. Ken Brett, older brother of George Brett, will be on the mound. Brett, there's glare on that card, 10 and 12, 3.28 ERA, 26 starts. He had 2 saves, struck out 92, walked 76, allowed 5 homers, threw 203 innings. So Ken Brett is on the mound. He is a left-handed hurler. Point of weakness check starts in the 8th. Was also on the 1967 Red Sox Impossible Dream Team. Actually only pitched, I believe, 2 innings, 2 1/3 innings. Less than 5 innings in 67 in the major leagues, but made the World Series roster because they needed a lefty out of the pen. Leading off, playing right field, Ralph Garr. Batting second at shortstop, Bucky Dent. The DH, batting third, George Orta. Cleanup hitter, first baseman, Lamar Johnson. Batting fifth, first baseman, Jim Spencer. Playing third, batting sixth, he had that big double in game 1, Kevin Bell, as he rang the Twins' bell, for whom the bells toll. Batting seventh, second baseman, Jack Brohammer. Doing the catching, batting eighth, Brian Downing. Batting ninth in center field, Chet Lemon. So there are the starting lineups for both teams. Ken Brett takes the mound, trying to close out the Twins and the series to advance to round 2. Remember, the top 2 seeds in each region get the bye. So in the American League West region, the top 2 teams are the Kansas City Royals and the Oakland A's. Sports Time Machine has joined us. Our good friend, Mr. Utah Mike. Check out and subscribe to his channel. Ben Wilt says, strange, but I always loved Chet Lemon. Oh, wrong team. Wrong team. Here we go. There we go. There are the Twins. For the Twins to lead off the top of the first, Bostic, Smalley, Carew. If anyone gets on, Larry Heisel. Ken Brett, the lefty, he's ready to deal to the lefty Lyman Bostock. I said Bostic by accident. The pitch from Brett to Bostock. Three's gone wild. We got a 3-6 lefty-lefty matchup. So 3-6. Ground ball back to Brett. He'll throw to Spencer at first. 1 down. Bostock is retired. 1-3. Sports Time Machine says 1978 Pro Bowlers Tour will be seen immediately following, speak of the English, Al, Major League Baseball. So that's always a fun time on Sports Time Machine's channel. I like when he does bowling. 1 out for Roy Smalley, switch hitting shortstop. Digs in the right-hander's batter's box. Brett has the sign from Downing. The pitch to Roy Smalley. 4-10, right-handed batter. 4-10, fly ball to center field. That ball is out to Chet Lemon. Range error check. Lemon is a 3E4. That is a 13. Lemon going back, having a little bit of trouble, stumbles, but makes the catch. Smalley is retired. 2 down. Smalley goes back to the bench. Stepping into the left-hander's batter's box from the on-deck circle, Rod Carew, Twins first baseman. Carew is a double-A stealer. Brett is a -5 on the hold. Downing's a +1, so that would be a -4 on a steal attempt. Again, I don't do the extra hold on the steal. Here's the pitch to Rod Carew. Carew, a 1-12, lefty-lefty matchup. 1-12, hard hit ball to second. Brohammer has it, throws to first. The side is retired. A quick 1-2-3 inning by the Twins. They're not happy with that. We go to the bottom of the first. No score here at Comiskey Park. Due up for the White Sox, Gar, Dent, Orta. If anyone gets on, Lamar Johnson. Are the top 3 that Bill Singer will face for the Twins. Singer has the ball back up on the mound after the Twins threw it around the infield. Here's the left-hand batting Ralph Gar. He's in the 1 spot as Braun was sent to the bench. Singer to Gar. Actually, I'm incorrect with that. Braun played for the Twins. I'm sorry about that. This is the same exact lineup that we had in game 1. That is a 6-8. Left-handed batter, 6-8. Swing and a miss. Fool on the breaking pitch. Set that up nicely with the fastball. Prior to that, 1 out. Batter's box. Right-hand batting. Buck shortstop. Singer to Dent. 1 out, no one on. 5-6 right-handed batter. 5-6 ground ball to short. Smalley to Carew, 2 away. 2 up, 2 down. Singer trying to match the goose egg that Ken Brett produced in the top of the first. So with 2 outs, base is empty. Left-hand batting George Orta steps into the batter's box. He's the DH in tonight's game. Weiniger sets the target. The pitch to Orta. Off the Singer card, left-handed batter. That's a 6-5. 6-5. Orta has weak power against, right-handed batter. Right-handed batter. My faux pas. I looked at the left-handed. No, he is a left-handed batter. 6'5", left-handed batter. 1 through 6 a homer, but he has normal power against righties, so that would be a homer. I got myself all mixed up. It is a double off the right center field wall. So again, left-handed batter, 6'5", normal power against righties, double. Or to doubles, keeps the inning alive for Lamar Johnson, the cleanup batter, as he strides to the right-hander's batter's box. The pitch to the White Sox left fielder from Singer. Order will be off on contact with 2 outs. It'll be a +2 runner. That's 1 through 19. 2-8. Righty-righty matchup. 2-8. Hard hit ball to short. Smalley to Carew. The side is retired. We go to the top of the second. Scoreless here at Comiskey Park. Cutter Historicals joined us in the chat. Check out and subscribe to his wonderful channel. Candlepin bowling is a lot of fun, Ben. A lot of fun. So we go to the top of the second. No score. White Sox lead the series 1-0. If they win, the number 3 seeded Twins are gone from the Bicentennial tournament. D. Scott Howard's joined us along with Joel Horland 20. Ken Brett will face Heisel, Ford, Cusick. If anyone gets on, the catcher, Butch Weininger. So Ken Brett, the lefty, is ready to deal. The pitch to the right-hand batting left fielder for the Twins, Larry Heisel. Off the Heisel card, 2-9, left-handed pitcher, 2-9, swing and a miss. Brett puts the heat by him. First strikeout for Ken Brett. 1 down, top of the second. Disco Dan Ford steps to the plate. Lefty-righty matchup. Downing wiggles the fingers. Brett nods his head. He rocks and deals to Disco Dan Ford. This will be off the Brett card, right-handed batter, 6-6. Get your kicks on Route 66. Possible single into left field. That's a hard smash towards Bell at third. Single. 6-2, 6-6. Single 1 through 11. Bell makes the step and dive. What a catch. Robbing Disco Dan Ford of a base hit. A step and a dive to his right. There are 2 down. Great play by Bell. Again, that was a 6-6. You get your kicks on Route 66. Right-handed batter. 1 through 11 would have been a hit. We rolled a 14. It's a great play by Bell at third for the White Sox. 2 outs, base is empty for the DH, Craig Cusick. The lefty, Brett, deals to the right-hand batting Cusick, trying to go for another 1-2-3 inning. 1-8, left-handed pitcher, 1-8. Swing and a miss. Brett strikes out 2. The Twins do not score. We go to the bottom of the second. No score here. Game 2, best of 3, Comiskey Park. Bicentennial Tournament, 1976, round 1. Winner advances, loser goes home. The winner of the series, obviously. The Twins, if they win, take it back to Metropolitan Stadium for a chance to advance to round 2. If the White Sox win, the Twins are done. Due up in the bottom of the second for the White Sox, Spencer, Bell, Brohammer. If anyone gets on, the catcher, Brian Downing, Bill Singer. Again, we'll try to put the goose egg up to match Ken Brett, older brother of George. Joining us in the press booth, a.k.a. the chat, Highlight Heyday. Check out and subscribe to that wonderful channel for your highlight action and hurling. Not curling, hurling. It's an Irish sport. As Highlight Heyday calls it, sticks and bloody noses. So here's Jimmy Spencer, the left-hand batting first baseman for the White Sox. Singer's on the mound. Picks up the sign from Weiniger. The pitch to Jim Spencer. Six, another get your kicks on Route 66. Left-handed batter, 6-6. This is going to be a base hit for Spencer. Single to center. 1, 2, 3 would have been a triple, but we rolled a 17. Second hit by the White Sox. Spencer, a C stealer. They will hold him on, so Caru's range goes from a 4 to a 5. Kevin Bell comes up. He made that fabulous play at third, robbing Ford of a hit. Bell is a B bunter, but he's going to swing the stick here. Twins hoping to turn 2 in the infield. The pitch to Kevin Bell, righty-righty matchup. We have a 1-11. 1-11. Slowly hit ball to first. That's a ground ball C. Advancing to second is Spencer. Carew flips to Singer, covering the bag for out number 1. 1 out. Spencer at second. 1 through 11 base runner before 2 outs. That will bring up the left-hand batting Jack Brohammer, second baseman for the White Sox. The windup and the pitch to Brohammer from Bill Singer. Off the Singer card, left-handed batter, 4-6. 4-6. It's going to get a run in. Brohammer rips a double to right center field, 1-0 White Sox. So Jack Brohammer comes through in the clutch. It's a double 2 stars. A single 2 stars also would have scored Spencer from second. So the swinging bunt, basically by Bell, put him in scoring position. Brohammer doesn't waste any time knocking him in. 1-0 White Sox. So Brohammer at second, not a threat to steal. 1 out for the right-hand batting catcher of Chicago, Brian Downing. Singer and the Twins have to limit the damage here. The windup and the pitch to Brian Downing. 4-6, another 4-6, but this is a right-handed batter. 4-6. They're going to knock in another run here. Possible back-to-back doubles. That's a 16. It is a single towards the gap. Right center gap, cut off by the center fielder, Bostock. Easily scoring is Brohammer from second. 2-0 White Sox. Back-to-back hits. For the Chicago White Sox, and they have a 2-0 lead. So Downing picks up a ribby. 2-0. Weiniger goes out to have a word with Singer. The number 9 batter, center fielder Chet Lemon, steps to the plate. Twins have bullpen action. Here's the pitch to Lemon, righty-righty matchup. We have a 5-9 off the Bill Singer card. 5-9. Ground ball to third. Ground ball B holding. Actually, I'm sorry. They'll get the force on Downing at second. Relay throw not in time. Lemon beats it out. So that's a fielder's choice. $5-9. 5-4. Downing out. There are 2 down. Chet Lemon at first. He's a B stealer. 0 effect on the hold because Singer's a 0 on the hold. Weininger's a 0 on the arm. A B stealer stealing second, 1 through 13. He's going. And he just gets in there. He's safe. We don't do the extra hold. I don't play it that way. So a stolen base for Chet Lemon. The White Sox continue to put the pressure on the Twins, who are now down 2-0. Mark Jones, how you doing? He says, I remember that Mark Fidrich card. It's a beautiful card, isn't it? Reggie Jackson. Of course, he's in his Orioles, and then says Yankees up here. I kind of like that. They foobarred it. And it is a real Topps card. I triple checked because I'm like, I kind of remember there was sort of a mistake. I don't know why they did that, but this was a mistake, I believe. I tried to look it up the best I could, but I liked it anyway. I paid nothing for it, really. Cleve Baseball Fan 879, how you doing? Thank you for joining us here in the press booth, aka the chat. Check out and subscribe to his great channel for the Gaylord Perry 1972 Super Advanced Stratomatic Card and Dice replay. 2 outs. Lemon at second. Top of the order. Ralph Garr 0 for 1. He struck out his first time. Singer to the left-hand batting. Ralph Garr trying to add to this White Sox lead. That is a 5-7 left-handed batter. 5-7 ground ball to second. Randall's a second baseman for the Twins. Randall is a 3E27. That's a 5. He might make the play on the 5. Yes, he does. Hard hit ball. Randall knocks it down. Stays with it. Throws to Carew at first. Garr is retired. So are the White Sox. But before they are retired, the White Sox scored 2. Ribbies by Brohammer and Downing. We go to the top of the third, 2-0 White Sox. Due up for the Twins in a must-win situation, now down 2 in the top of the third. Weiniger, Terrell, Randall to face Ken Brett, older brother of George Brett. Alternate History 100, how you doing? As he says, why do I imagine that a boy named Gaylord got picked on at school? Bet you it made him tough. Yep, that's a Topps trading card. Jack Dawson, how you doing? Hope all is well. Check out Jack Dawson's channel. He plays a lot of fun video games. So here's Ken Brett. Brett's done with his warm-up tosses. Gets the ball back after the White Sox throw it around the infield. He'll face the switch-hitting catcher, Butch Weiniger. Weiniger digs into the right-hander's batter's box. The windup, the pitch from Brett to Weiniger to start off the top of the third, 2-0 White Sox. We have a 2-6. Left-handed pitcher, 2-6. That's a deep fly ball to right. Going back is Ralph Garr. Home run chance, 1, 2, 3. It's gone! Ralph Garr takes a leap. Looks at his glove. It's not in the webbing. That ball is gone, baby, gone. Weiniger goes around the bases. Boom goes the ball. Butch Weiniger touches them all. To the moon, Alice, to the moon. Bippity boppity boom. Just like that, the Twins cut the lead in half. It's now 2-1 Chicago. So a home run for Weiniger gives the Twins much hope. That's the first hit Brett has given up. So a 2-1 game as Jerry Terrell steps to the right-hander's batter's box. Terrell playing third base tonight, excuse me. Here's the pitch to Jerry Terrell as Ken Brett tries to regroup after giving up the homer to Weininger. That is a 5-6 right-handed batter. We have a 5, we have a 6. Well, Terrell says, no, 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 chance for a double. He doubles to left center field. So for 2 innings, Brett seemed unhittable. He's given up a homer. Now a double to Terrell. Terrell is an A stealer, but you're not going to steal third on Brett. He's a -5 on the hold. Downing's a +1, so it's a -4. But the double does give Randall a chance to bunt him over, and that's just what he'll do. He's an A bunter, and as you know, I always say they're playing for the bunt. He moves to a B bunter. He squares the bunt. Ooh, 10. I think that's bad. The ball is bunted to the left side of Brett. Brett quickly pounces off the mound, fires to third. They put the tag on Terrell. He is out. Randall reaches first on a failed sacrifice bunt. Oops, that's 1-5. Actually, we'll call it 1-6. We'll play towards third on the failed sack. So Randall's at first, 1 out. Will that failed bunt come back to haunt the Twins? Top of the order, Lyman Bostock. Bostock 0 for 1, 2-1 ball game. The pitch to the left-hand batting Bostock from the lefty, Ken Brett. 3-10. 3-10. Slow ground ball to second. The only play is to first. There are 2 away as Bostock is retired by Brohammer. Tying run in scoring position, Randall, he's a 1-12 runner. 2 outs is a +2, so 1-14. It's up to Roy Smalley, who flew out to center. Smalley, switch hitter, digs in the right-hander's batter's box. Brett to Smalley. 4-9, right-handed batter. 4-9, that's a walk. Inning stays alive. Brett continues to struggle. First and second, 2 outs for Rod Carew. Carew grounded out to Brohammer. He's 0 for 1. Lefty-lefty matchup. Going out to the mound is Brian Downing. Quick chat with Brett, now back behind the plate. Brett takes a deep breath, arms down to his chest. The pitch to Rod Carew. 2 outs, 2 on, 2-1 ball game favoring the Chicago White Sox. It's a 3-8 to Rod Carew in this lefty-lefty matchup. 3-8 fly ball left field. That's carrying a bit, but not enough. Lamar Johnson at the track in front of the wall makes the catch. The side is retired. The Twins do get one on the solo blast to lead off the inning by Butch Weininger. Bottom of the third, 2-1 White Sox. Due up for the Chicago White Sox, Dent, Orta, Johnson. If anyone gets on, Jim Spencer, the left-hand batting first baseman. George Hurlin 20 says Burger King collaborated with Tops for a Yankees set that year. Maybe it's one of those. Could be. I just found it. I like seeing him in the Orioles uniform because it's so rare. And I just love that it said Yankees. David Selinsky's joined us. Hope all is well. So Bill Singer now trying to keep it a 1-run deficit will face Dent Orta Johnson. Here's the pitch to Bucky Dent, who's 0 for 1. Singer to the White Sox shortstop, 4-6. Right-handed batter, 4-6. Well, Bucky Dent's going to strike this pretty well. That's a 5, and that's a double. So Bucky Dent doubles over the head of Bostock. The White Sox coming right back. A leadoff double. Not the way the Twins want to start off the bottom of the third. White Sox looking to get that run back and more. Here's George Orta. Orta's going to swing the stick, obviously. Singer to the left-hand batting Orta, who doubled his first time up. 4-7 to George Orta. Left-handed batter, 4-7. Possible single, 1 through 17. The hit will not score. Dent, though. It's a single. Dent is held at third as a single 1 star. First and third, Bill Singer is singing the blues. Stepping to the plate, Lamar Johnson. This could be the last batter Singer faces. They will play for 2. The pitch to Lamar Johnson. Singer looking for a strikeout. 1-9 off the Johnson card. Right-handed pitcher. 1-9. There's the double play ball. Unbelievable. Boy, did they need that. 1-9. Ground ball short A. The run will score, but they'll get 2 outs. So that's going to go 6-4-3. Dent scores from third. No ribby for Johnson. It's now 3-1. Smalley, Randall, Carew. The double play. A beautiful thing. However, the Twins are down by 2 once again. So 2 outs, base is empty for Jim Spencer. Spencer scored the first run after he singled. Reached second on a swinging bunt by Bell. Brohammer knocked him in with a double. Brohammer scored after Downing singled to right center. So 3-1 now. White Sox. 2 outs. Base is empty. The pitch from Singer to Jim Spencer. 6-9. Left-handed batter. 6-9. Strike 3 looking on the breaking pitch. Excellent job of framing it by Weiniger. Second strikeout for Singer, but he gives up a run. The White Sox once again up 2. We go to the top of the 4th. Chicago 3, Minnesota Twins 1. Ken Brett back up on the bump, as they say, for the White Sox. Remember, if the White Sox win, they will sweep the Twins out of the Bicentennial Tournament 1976. Again, first round, all the way in the regional rounds, best 2 out of 3. White Sox took game 1 3-0 behind a 3-hit shutout by Wilbur Wood. So here's Larry Heisel against Ken Brett. Brett to Heisel. Heisel's got pop. It's going to go off the Heisel card. The Brett card. 4-11 right-handed batter. We have a 4. We have an 11. That's a fly ball to left field. Lamar Johnson is a 4E25. That is a 13. I think he makes the play on the 13. No, he doesn't. We go to an error check. And again, he's an E25. 9 on an E25. Okay, there is no E20. Am I looking at the E25? Oh, E15 or more. Okay, E16 or more, or whatever that says. E16 or more. And that is a 9. That's going to be an error. 2-base error. That's horrific. He's a poop fielder. And I just want to make sure he's an E25. I'm pretty sure he is. Yeah, he's an E25. 2-base error as the ball goes off his glove, clings against the wall. Not the way you want to start it if you're Ken Brett and the White Sox. So that is an E7 2-bagger. Right away, the Twins looking to do damage. Disco Dan Ford was robbed of a base hit on a diving catch, a step and a dive to the right by Kenny Bell, the third baseman for the White Sox. Bell is a B bunter, but he's swinging the stick. I'm sorry, Disco Dan Ford's a B bunter, but he's swinging the stick. Brett to Ford, lefty-righty matchup. We have a 6-3. What will it be? We shall see. 6-3 is a walk. So Brett, after 2 really magnificent innings, the first and the second, has struggled here, though the 2-base error does not help him by Lamar Johnson in left. So first and second, no outs, does set up a double play possibility with the DH Craig Cusick stepping to the plate. Cusick struck out his first time up against Brett. Brett looks in, has the sign. He rocks and deals to Craig Cusick. Off the Cusick card, 2-8, left-handed pitcher. 2-8, and that's a walk. The bases are juiced. Johnson to third. Disco Dan Ford to second. Cusick with the free pass to first. Bases loaded, no outs. You can't give the Twins extra outs when you're the 6th seed. Remember, the 1 and 2 seeds are automatic buys into the second round, so that's the Royals and Oakland A's. Sports Flicks, our good friend, has joined us. Check out and subscribe to the channel. He said, love the cards. Are you getting back into collecting more? Yes, yes. I just picked up Gino Cappelletti 1965 Topps card. It's very unique. Rectangle. 65 cards is 64 season. That's the year he was the MVP in the American Football League. And we did read this earlier, but for the people who weren't here, Gino booted 6 field goals against the Denver Broncos. October 4th, 1964. Cappelletti in 1964. 7 touchdowns, 38 extra points, 25 field goals, 155 points. Again, he was the MVP in 1964 in the American Football League. When the American Football League was no more, he was the all-time leading scorer in the AFL for the Boston Patriots. Gino Cappelletti would go on to have a great radio announcing career for the Patriots. Actually, he was a defensive back when he started with the Patriots. He was one of the original Boston Patriots. Gino has developed into perhaps the best split end in the business. He has the uncanny way of shaking loose from defensive backs, which enables him to grab crucial passes. Gino owns the AFL scoring record with 155 points in one season, and that's 64. I don't know if Cappelletti did any drop kicks. But I'm very happy to get. I've been looking to get a Cappelletti card from 64. Again, didn't pay a lot of money. I don't go nuts with. I look for reasonably priced of things I want. All right, so we have the bases loaded, no outs. They'll play for 2. Butch Weiniger steps to the plate. Weiniger homered in his first at bat. If he goes yard here, it's going to be a 5-3 ball game. Brett to Weiniger, switch hitter batting righty. It's a 2-7. Is it a lucky 7? That's the question. 2-7. It's a single to right. Weiniger does it again. So he singles. Heisel scores from third, making it 3-2. The right fielder is Gar. He's a +1. Disco Dan Ford is a 15. They're going to waive him. That's 1 through 16 to tie the game. He's out. Unbelievable. Ralph Gar must have had a gust of wind behind him here at Comiskey. It was a quick, accurate throw. Ford is gunned out at the plate. Nine to 2. Cusick stops at second. Oh, actually, no. He scores. He was at second. He's out. Yeah, that's right. And it's now first and second, 2 outs. First and second, 1 out, excuse me. 3-2. Unbelievable. Ralph Gar throws out Disco Dan Ford. 1 through 16, we rolled a 19. Downing did a wonderful job blocking the plate and applying the tag. 1 out. These glasses don't work anymore. Cusick at second. Weiniger at first. He does have a ribby. Terrell steps to the plate. Terrell doubled and was thrown out at third on the failed bunt by Randall. So 3-2. First and second, 1 out. Brett to Jerry Terrell. Terrell trying to get the job done here. We have a 3-4. 3-4 popped up right side. Brett jammed him with the heater. Making the catch at second is Jack Brohammer, 2 down. Randall steps to the plate. He can try to make amends here. Bob Randall. First and second, runners will be off on contact. There'll be a +2, both of them, running the base paths. Brett trying to maintain a 1-run lead now. So that 2-base error hurts. Should have been out of the inning. With that second out, would have been the third. Here's the pitch, homeward bound to Bob Randall from Ken Brett, older brother of George. 6'9", right-handed batter. 6'9", fly ball to right field. Going back a bit is Gar. He squeezes it. The side is retired. The Twins squander a golden opportunity. They do score 1 to pull to within 1. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 3-2 White Sox. Unbelievable. Ralph Gar with the 19 roll. Cleve Baseball Fan 879. Interesting fact from Wiki. Gino Cappelletti is the father-in-law to former Bears wide receiver Tom Waddle. That is interesting. Highlight heyday regarding Disco Dan Ford being thrown out at the plate. Too many disco moves for Dan towards home plate. I agree. He did a little Saturday Night Fever arm roll. And then the umpire said, "You're out." So Brett, after the first 2 innings pitching magnificently, has struggled in innings 3 and 4, but the White Sox maintain a 1-run lead, 3-2, bottom of the 4th. White Sox trying to, once again, lengthen that lead. Bill Singer needs to put up a goose egg here after giving up 2 in the second, 1 in the third. He'll face Bell, Brohammer, and Downing. If anyone gets on, Chet Lemon. Here's the pitch to Kevin Bell. 0 for 1. 1-4 to Bell. Righty-righty matchup. 1-4. 2 hopper back to Singer. Singer, the pitcher, has it. Throws to Carew. Bell is 0 for 2. D. Scott Howard says, Tommy Brown, the youngest non-pitcher to play in a major league game, has passed away at the age of 97. 16 years old when he debuted for the Brooklyn Dodgers in 1944. Last of Jackie Robinson's 1947 teammates. Rest in peace. Very interesting fact there. Thank you for sharing us, D. Scott Howard, the Goat Whisperer. 1 out, no one on for Jack Brohammer. Brohammer doubled in the first run in the second for the White Sox. The windup and the pitch to Brohammer from the right-handed hurling Bill Singer. That is a 2-8, so right-handed pitcher. 2-8. Line shot right at Roy Smalley. Brohammer hit it on the screws, unfortunately, right at the Twins' shortstop. 2 down. Brian Downing steps to the plate. He's 1 for 1. He singled in a run in the second. That was a second run for the White Sox. Was forced out at second on a fielder's choice. A bad bunt by Lemon. Here's the pitch to Brian Downing from Billy Singer. Righty-righty matchup. 6-4. Does it close the door on the White Sox here in the bottom of the fourth? 6-4. Right-handed batter. 6-4. Shallow fly ball to left. Heisel coming in. He won't boot this one. He makes the catch. Side is retired. Singer puts up the goose egg that was desperately needed. We go to the top of the fifth. White Sox cling to a 1-run lead. Chicago 3, the Minnesota Twins 2. Ken Brett needs to regroup again after innings 1 and 2 that he pitched extremely well. 3 and 4, not so bueno. Twins could have had a much better top of the fourth if not for Ralph Garr throwing out Disco Dan Ford on a miracle roll of 19 at the plate. Top of the order in the top of the fifth for the Twins. They trail by 1. Bostock, Smalley, Carew. If anyone gets on, the number 4 batter, Heisel. Lyman, Bostock, 0 for 2. 2 groundouts. Brett to Bostock, lefty-lefty matchup. 1-6. 1-6, single to center. Oh, my faux pas, lefty-lefty matchup. 1-6, fly ball out to left. I unfortunately looked at there. So that is a fly ball after the foul ball to left. Johnson makes the catch. 1 out. Roy Smalley steps to the plate. Switch hitting shortstop. He'll bat righty. The windup and the pitch from Brett to Roy Smalley. 2-10, left-handed pitcher. 2-10, ground ball to third. Kevin Bell's up with it. Across the diamond to Spencer, 2 away. So with 2 outs and bases empty, and 0 for 2, Rod Carew strides to the left-hander's batter's box. Brett asks for a new baseball. It is given to him. Rubs it up a bit. Back up on the perch. Looks in. He's ready with the sign from Downing. The pitch homeward bound to Rod Carew. Carew looking for some 2-out magic. 2-11. Lefty-lefty matchup. 2-11. A hard one hopper up the middle. Knocked down by Brett. Rolls to his right. Kenny picks it up. Throws to Spencer. Carew is retired. The side is retired. Carew is 0 for 3. Brett goes back to putting a goose up Goose egg up here in the top of the fifth. We go to the bottom of the fifth. 3-2 Chicago White Sox to the joy of Sportsman Z. Remember, check out and subscribe to that wonderful channel. Sportsman Z, our good friend Bob Zolke. Bill Singer to the mound, bottom of the fifth. Due up in the bottom of the fifth for the White Sox, Chet Lemon. Then the top of the order, Ralph Garr, Bucky Dent. If anyone gets on, George Orta. Chet Lemon, 0 for 1. Failed bunt attempt in his first at-bat. Here's the pitch to Chet from Bill Singer. 3-11, right-handed pitcher. 3-11, ground ball right side. Randall has it, throws to first. Lemon goes back to the dugout, 0 for 2. 1 out. Top of the order, Ralph Garr. Garr is struck out and grounded out, but he has also thrown out the tying run at the plate in Disco Dan Ford in the top of the fourth. The pitch to the left-hand batting Ralph Garr. Singer fires in a 6-5. Left-handed batter, 6-5. Ralph Garr has normal power against right-handed pitchers as he sends this one deep to right center. Garr's in scoring position with 1 out, and Bucky Dent steps to the plate. Dent has doubled and grounded to short. Singer on a very short leash. Dent trying to make it a 2-run lead. Dent crouches over, chokes up on the bat. Singer looks in. Weiniger sets the target. The pitch to Bucky Dent. The Twins, the White Sox shortstop. 4-5. Right-handed batter. 4-5. He's jammed. Popped it up sky high, left side. Converging on it. Terrell and Smalley, but Smalley's calling for it. He'll make the catch. There are 2 down. Bucky Dent pops out to his counterpart. 2 outs. Garr's at second. Will be a +2 runner. 1 through 19 on the base paths. George Orta, 2 for 2, a double and a single. A chance for an RBI here for Orta. He's got to find a hit. On deck, Lamar Johnson, who's 0 for 2. They're going to walk Orta. So that is an intentional walk. First and second, 2 outs, Orta. And the White Sox fans here at Comiskey don't like that. The White Sox fans start chanting, bull bleep, fill in the bleep. So Lamar Johnson steps to the right-hander's batter's box. Total disrespect for Johnson, who's 0 for 2. Will he make Billy Singer and the Twins pay? Johnson looks determined. Singer needs the out here. He rocks and deals to Lamar Johnson off the Singer card. Right-handed batter. We have a 6-8. 6-8. Swing and a miss. It was the right decision. The White Sox strand 2. Wait a second. Nope, that is a strikeout. Yep, 6-8. Just want to double check. We go to the top of the 6th, 3-2 Chicago. Due up for the Minnesota Twins. Heisel, Ford, who was thrown out at the plate. Then the DH Cusick. Three-two, top of 6. Here's Ken Brett nursing a 1-run lead. Brett has either been really good or not so good in this ball game. Larry Heisel is 0 for 2. Did reach on that 2-base error by Lamar Johnson in left and scored. That was the first run scored No, that was the second run scored, excuse me, by the Twins in the fourth. First one solo shot by Weiniger in the third. Here's the pitch to Larry Heisel from Ken Brett. Lefty-righty matchup. It's going to go off the Heisel card, left-handed pitcher, 210. We have a 2, we have a 10. That's a ground ball back to Brett. They've really challenged Brett on that mound with his fielding. He tosses to first. Heisel is 0 for 3. One out, top of the sixth for Disco Dan Ford. Ford is lined to third. What a play by Kevin Bell, robbing Ford on that step and a dive to make the catch to his right. Ford walked, would reach second, and then was thrown out by Ralph Garr at the plate. So here's Disco Dan Ford. Brett has the sign from Downing. The pitch to the Disco one, Dan Ford. Off the Brett card, right-handed batter, 5-6. We have a 5. We have a 6. It's going to be a base hit for Disco Dan Ford. It's a double to dead center. Tying run in scoring position with one out. Twins trying to tie it once again. Craig Cusick has walked and struck out. He's the DH due to the left-hand pitching Ken Brett. Ford at second, one out. Pitch homeward bound to Craig Cusick. Off the Cusick card, 3-4. Left-handed. Oh, that's his column. Oh, boy. All that good stuff, and he pops out to short. Over anxious on the breaking pitch. Cusick slams his bat. Waiting for it is Dent. He makes the catch, 2 down. Again, we have a 3-4 left-handed pitcher. Look at that 3 column. Lots of good stuff. You know what's not good? The 4. So with 2 outs, they'll need a base hit off the bat of Butch Weiniger, who's 2 for 2. He's knocked in 2 runs. A homer and a single. Ford at second. Will be a +2 runner with 2 outs. So that's 1 through 17. The pitch to the switch-hitting catcher, Butch Weiniger. Brett fires in a 5-11 right-handed batter. 5-11 fly ball to right field. Ralph Garr is a 3-E-8. That is a 4. He's not going to get to it. He makes a diving attempt. It's going to roll by him. That's a double. Ford easily scores from second. Weiniger has knocked in his third. He is a one-man wrecking ball here at Comiskey for the Twins. He's a triple away from the cycle. And again, Ralph Garr is a 3 range. We rolled a 4. Double. So it's a 3-3 ball game. Brett now again has to regroup and keep it a tie game. Jerry Terrell steps to the plate. Terrell is doubled and popped out to second. 2 outs. Go-ahead run. Weiniger, slow-footed catcher at second, 1 through 10, but there's 2 outs, so that's a +2, 1 through 12. Brett takes a deep breath. He's ready. The pitch to Jerry Terrell. Off the Terrell card, left-handed pitcher, 3-6. 3-6, ground ball to short. Dent throws to Spencer. The side is retired. The Twins get 1 on the doubles by Ford and Weiniger. Weiniger knocks in his third. We go to the bottom of the 6th, knotted at 3. Twins have to win to take it back to Minnesota in this best-of-3 series. They lost game 1, 3-0. Wilbur Wood pitched a 3-hit shutout for the Chicago White Sox. Bill Singer with the ball game tied. Bottom of the 6th. Singer will face Spencer, Bell, Brohammer. If anyone gets on, Brian Downing. Jim Spencer, left-hand batting first baseman for the White Sox, 1 for 2. He singled, scored a run, and struck out. Singer to Spencer, righty-lefty matchup. 5-7. Left-handed batter off the Singer card. 5-7. Ground ball to second and Randall. He's a 3E27. That's a 3. That's a base hit. Single into right. So Spencer has his second hit. Go ahead, run at first. Spencer's a 1 through 11. He's a C stealer. Bell is a B bunter. Bell is 0 for 2. He did have that swinging bunt. They're going to play for the bunt, and he's going to be a C bunter. And that's going to be an out. 10. We're not rolling good on bunts for either. Bell. Batter is safe. Runner thrown out by pitcher. So quickly, Singer on the hard bunt back to the mound, pivots, fires to second for the force out. That goes 6-4. On the failed sack. 1 out. Bell's at first. For Jack Brohammer. Bunt's not going well for either team. 3-3 ball game. The pitch to Jack Brohammer. Double play ends this inning. 1-6. Pick up some sticks. Right-handed pitcher. 1-6 is a walk. So Brohammer battles Singer to a walk. 1 out first and second. Bell goes to second on the free pass to Brohammer. Brian Downing steps to the plate. Downing is singled and flown to left. They're going to stick with Singer. The pitch to Brian Downing. 1 out, 2 on, 3-3 ball game. Bottom of the 6th. Wow. Snake eyes. Triple. 1-2. How do you do? He's hit by the pitch. Oh, Downing is hit by the pitch. They came inside. Downing didn't move. Bell to third. Brohammer to second. Downing to first. Chet Lemon coming to the plate. And that is it for Billy Singer. Billy Singer sings no more. Coming into pitch, as there is no tomorrow. Well, Soup Campbell did not do his JOB when he came into pitch in game 1. Lemon is a righty, but they're going to go back to Soup Campbell. They're going early to the Soup. And they're going to play for 2. Let's see if he has some double play balls here. Yes, he does. All right. So Singer leaves in a 3-3 ball game, but he's responsible for the bases being loaded with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. Campbell's good for 3 innings of relief. He pitched 2 innings in game 1. We're going to give him the 3 innings. He's a righty. Would go to the Red Sox in 1977. And we're going to give him the 3 innings of relief. So the 3rd inning is point of weakness, check. Singer went 6 1/3 innings. I'm sorry, 5 1/3 innings. Gave up 3 runs, possibly could give up more. All the runners are Singer's responsibility. Campbell's done with his warm-up tosses. Chance for the White Sox to break this thing open. Comiskey is rocking and a-rolling. Chet Lemon is prepared to do battle with Bill Soup Campbell. Campbell to Lemon. They're playing for 2. 5-5. Right-handed batter, righty-righty matchup. 5-5. Oh, boy. This will get a run in. It's going to be a fly ball B, but it could also be a home run 1 through 5. It's gone. It's a grand slam. Bill Soup Campbell gets rocked again. That is a bippity boppity boom to the moon. Let's double check on the 5-5. 5-5 home run 1 through 5. That's a 5, folks. And that is gone, baby, gone. A grand salami, making it 7-3. Comiskey Park erupts on the Chet Lemon blast to the joy of Ben Wiltz. Boom goes the ball. Chet Lemon touches them all. To the moon, Alice. To the moon. The bases are clear now, but that is due to the grand salami by Chet Lemon. That is an ouch. 7-3 White Sox. Bill Campbell is cursed. 4 runs for Lemon. 4 runs knocked in, excuse me. 3 of them are charged to Singer. So we're going to say 5 earned runs. Wait a second. I put that in the wrong spot. God damn it. I'm sitting there. Hey, wait a second. That's wrong. Here we go. Down here, Al. Home run. There we go. Bing. One, 2, 3, 4. There we go. All right, so we're going to call that he's given up 6 runs. We'll say 5 earned. That's good enough for me. Wow. 7-3 White Sox. Chet Lemon comes out for a curtain call. Bill Campbell will now face Ralph Garr. Campbell has not pitched well in this tournament. 1 out, no one on. Ralph Garr 1 for 3 last at bat. He doubled off Singer. The Soup to the Garr. That's a 5-7. Left-handed batter. 5-7's a strikeout. Two down. Bucky Dent, 1 for 3. Campbell to Dent, 2-11. Right-handed pitcher, 2-11. That's going to be a fly ball to right. Going back is Disco Dan Ford. He makes the catch in front of the track. The side is retired. But Campbell allows 3 inherited runners to score and 1 of his own on the 1-out grand slam by Chet Lemon. We go to the top of the 7th, 7-3 White Sox. D. Scott Howard says, break out the rye bread and mustard this time. Granny, it's a grand salami. And Al, Red Sox fan, put it in the wrong spot originally. Then he looks and he says, hey, those aren't the right names. So they're going to stick with Ken Brett now with a 4-run lead. They haven't gone to their bullpen yet. And It's going to be Campbell's game now. Only 1 run was charged to Campbell. Second inning of relief coming up for the Soup. He's got to put up goose eggs. The bats have to continue to come alive for the Twins against Brett. Brett will face Randall, then the top of the order, Bostock, Smalley, Carew. The pitch to Bob Randall, who's 0 for 2. 5-5 to Bob Randall, right-handed batter. 5-5, that's going to be a base hit. Single to center. So Brett struggles. Even with a 4-run lead. Some bullpen action now for the White Sox. They do not want to blow this game. Lyman Bostock to the plate. Bostock 0 for 3 against Brett. Lefty-lefty matchup. The pitch to Bostock. 2-4 to Lyman Bostock. Left-handed pitcher. 2-4. And they are hitting Kenny Brett. That's a 12. That's a double. Racing around second. Being held up at third is Randall. It's a double, 2 stars. Second and third, no outs. Brett will now face Roy Smalley, who's 0 for 2 with a walk. This could be his last batter. They will play for the out at first. Switch hitting Smalley to the right-hander's batter's box. Brett has a word with Downing. Downing gives him a pat on the chest, then a smack on the ass and says, go get him. Downing back behind the plate. Sets the target. The pitch to Roy Smalley, second and third. No outs. 7-3 White Sox. 3-5. Left-handed pitcher. 3-5 strikeout. That is what Kenny Brett needed. Smalley 0 for 3 with a walk. 1 out, second and third. This will be a huge squander if the Twins can't score. Did I mess that up? 3-5. Nope, strikeout. Left-handed pitcher. Lefty-lefty matchup. Rod Carew 0 for 3. Again, they'll play for the out at first. Here's the pitch to Rod Carew. Big moment for the Twins. 6-8. Lefty-lefty. 6-8. Line shot to short. 2 down. Bucky Dent. Great reaction at short. Brett 1 out away from wiggling out of a second and third. No out mess. Now there's 2 outs, second and third. Randall at third. Bostock at second. Larry Heisel at the plate. Heisel is 0 for 3. He did reach and score a run on the Weiniger single. Weiniger's driven on all 3 runs with a homer, single, and double. He's a triple away from the cycle. This would be a huge squander. Brett rubs up the baseball. He's back up on the bump. Takes a deep breath. He kicks and deals to Larry Heisel. 2 outs, second and third. 7-3 ball game, White Sox. 6-10. Off the Brett card, right-handed batter. 6-10. Ground ball to third. And Kevin Bell. He's a 3E15. 19. Kevin Bell makes the stop. Pops up. Throws to first. The side is retired. What a mega squander by the Twins. Second and third, no outs. Brett strikes out strikes out Smalley. Carew lines out to short and Bucky Dent. Heisel grounds the ball hard to Bell. Makes a diving backhanded stop. Pops up. Throws to Spencer. No runs score for the Twins, and you can just see the pain in the Twins players' faces, in the eyes. They are dejected. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Still 7-3 White Sox. Ken Brett somehow wiggles out of that one. His younger brother George is very proud. George is in the crowd tonight. Again, the Royals have a first-round bye. Wow, second and third, no outs. And the Twins failed to score. Huge moment for Ken Brett and the White Sox. White Sox still have not gone to their bullpen in either game. Point of weakness check coming up for Kenny Brett in the 8th. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever go back for its root for the White Sox. If they lose, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. So Campbell to face Orta, Johnson, Spencer. If anyone gets on, the man flashing the leather at third, Kevin Bell. Or is it Kenny Bell? Am I calling him? Is it Kenny or Kevin? It's Kevin. I am right. Highlight Heyday says Brett's known as the Wiggler to his closest friends. Could be. I hate to tell you this, Ben. I moonlight as a wedding singer. Here's the pitch to George Orta. Orta is 2 for 3, a double, a single. Actually, he's 2 for 2. He had an intentional walk. Homeward bound to Orta. Campbell deals a 3-9. Right-handed pitcher, 3-9, strikeout. Nasty curveball drops right off the plate. Second strikeout for Campbell. 1 down. Lamar Johnson. Johnson 0 for 3. Ground out, double play, strikeout. The Twins pitching wish they had faced Johnson in every at-bat. Here's the pitch to Lamar Johnson from Soup Campbell. 1-5. Righty-righty matchup. 1-5. Double to right down the line. Boy, Campbell is struggling. So a 1-out double. Johnson in scoring position for left-hand batting Jimmy Spencer. Spencer is 2 for 3, 2 singles, and a strikeout. He scored a run. Campbell peeks over his shoulder now, looks in, has a sign from Weiniger. The pitch to Jimmy Spencer. Off the Campbell card, left-handed batter, 5-8. 5-8, ground ball to first, advancing to third. I don't understand how they have ground ball B, but it's a hit to the right side. Anything hit to the right side. On a ground ball B, it says, if no runners are forced, runners hold. It's to the right side. So I always advance the base runner to third. There are 2 down. Spencer takes it to the bag himself. 2 outs. Carew takes it to the bag himself, getting his counterpart, Spencer. 2 outs for Kevin Bell. Bell's 0 for 3. Not really good at the plate. Failed on a bunt attempt. Did score, though, on the grand slam by Lemon. Has played magnificently at the hot corner for the White Sox. The windup and the pitch to Bell. Runner at second, 2 outs. That's a +2 runner for Johnson, who's 1 through 9, +2, 1 through 11. So that pitch to Kevin Bell, 6-11. Right-handed batter, 6-11. Fly ball to right. Ford is there. The side is retired. So after the 1-out double, Campbell settles down. We go to the top of the 8th. 7-3 White Sox. Chicago 6 outs away from sweeping out the number 3 Twins in the West region. 2 games to own the best of 3. Brett pointed weakness check starts here in the 8th. Brett to face Ford, Cusick, Weiniger. If anyone gets on, Terrell. Disco Dan Ford was thrown out at the plate by Ralph Garr. That would have tied the game back in the fourth. The Twins do end up tying it in the top of the sixth, but the White Sox came right back with a grand salami off the bat of Chet Lemon. 3 of those runs were charged to the starter, Billy Singer. The 4th to Campbell. Here's the pitch from Brett to Disco Dan Ford, lefty-righty matchup. Brett deals Ford a 5-4 right-handed batter. So we have a 5, we have a 4. That's a shallow fly ball to left. Lamar Johnson awkwardly lumbers in. He makes the catch, 1 down. Johnson went back at first, but then figured out that he needed to come in to catch that fly ball. 1 out for Craig Cusick. Cusick is 0 for 2 with a walk. Brett has the sign from Downing. The pitch to Craig Cusick. 3-6 off the Cusick card, left-handed. That's a good call from 3-6. 3-6. Cusick lashes his ball to center field. 1 through 12. It's gone. It's gone. Cusick gets 1 run back. Home run. Second home run that Brett has given up. First one was to Weiniger. It's now a 7-4 ball game. Solo homer with 1 out. Off the bat of Craig Cusick. So 7-4. Brett is 2 hits, 2 walks, or a combination thereof of hitting point of weakness in the 8th. Brett to Butch Weiniger. Weiniger is 3 for 3, needs a triple for the cycle. Weiniger is homered, singled and doubled with 3 ribbies. 1-6. Does he continue his dominance over Ken Brett? 1-6. No, he does not. Hard hit ball to short. Bucky Dent snares it. Throws to Spencer, 1 out. First time Weiniger has been retired. 7-4, 1 out. No one on. White Sox 5 outs away. Here's Jerry Terrell. Terrell has doubled, popped out, and grounded to short. He awaits the Brett offering. Pitch homeward bound to Jerry Terrell. 5-6. Right-handed batter. 5-6. Double or single. It is a single to center. So with 1 out, 1 on, Bob Randall is 1 for 3. This could be Brett's last batter. He's 1 hit or walk away from point of weakness. Downing and the pitching coach go to the mound, joined on the mound by Jim Spencer. They're going to give Brett another batter. Downing back behind the plate. Puts the fingers down. Brett deals to Randall. 1 out, runner at first. 7-4 game, favoring the White Sox. We have a 3-4. Left-handed pitcher. 3-4, that's a walk, and that is it for Kenny Brett. With 1 out and 2 runners on, here in the top of the 8th, Brett will go 7 1/3 innings. He's responsible for Terrell at second, Randall at first. He did give up, there's 2 outs, 2 outs. He did give up the 1 out homer to Cusick, but he can't get out of the inning. So he went 7 2/3. So far has given up 4 runs. I believe those were all earned. Again, I don't really care about that. Dave Little, how you doing? Check out and subscribe to that wonderful channel for wonderful Filsinger wrestling. Card and dice wrestling on the tabletop. No one does it better than Uncle Dave Little. Dave Little is also our ringside physician for all of our boxing matches on the channel. Top of the order, Lyman Bostock. He doubled his last time off. Brett's done, though. And as we make the pitching change, Gino Cappelletti comes out to entertain you. All right, who are we going to go with? Who are we going to go with? 7-4, 2 outs, top of the 8th. If the 6th-seeded, last place West American League West White Sox win, they take out the number 3 Twins 2-0 in the best of 3 and advance to round 2 of the 1976 Bicentennial Tournament. Who are we bringing in? Dave Hamilton. Was he a lefty or is he a righty? Let's find out. He's a lefty. We have Clay Carroll, who's a righty. All right, we're going to bring in Hamilton to go lefty-lefty here. All right, so let's go to the black pen. Hamilton. Is good for 2 innings. And he is a -2. All right, well, we'll just look at his card. We're not going to write it in. All right, good job, Gino. Good job, Gino Cappelletti. 1964 American Football League MVP with how many points, people? 155. How many field goals did he kick against Denver October 4th, 1964? He kicked 6 field goals. There you go. Gino Cappelletti also went on to have an illustrious broadcasting career for the New England Patriots on the radio. So Dave Hamilton takes the bump against Lyman Bostock. 2 outs, 2 on, 7-4, top of the 8th. Hamilton done with his warm-up tosses. He's ready. Lefty-lefty matchup. Pitch homeward bound to Lyman Bostock. We have a 5-4. 5-4. This play is for the catcher, Brian Downing. He's a 3E7. Yep, for the catcher. That's a 13. It's a nubber in front of the plate. Downing picks it up, throws to first. The side is retired. 13, he's a 3. There it is, ground ball B. Side is retired. Nice play by Brian Downing. Bostock is out, 1-3. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 7-4, White Sox. White Sox are 3 outs away from advancing to round 2. So the book on Brett is done. He gives up 4 runs. That's an E7. We're going to say 3 of them were earned. So Hamilton does his JOB. He's going to be in there for the last, hopefully, 3 outs if you're a White Sox fan in the top of the 9th. The Twins could be swept out of the 1976 Bicentennial Tournament. Soup Campbell coming in. Definitely needs to put up a goose egg here. If somehow the Twins come back to win this game, Campbell will not be available in Game 3, as he would have pitched over 6 innings in 2 games, and we kind of pretend there's no off day. Because we can do that. That way you're forced to use some of the other pitchers. Yep, you're right. They will go to Kansas City, so it's be Brett versus Brett. Whose heart will the parents have? Who will the parents be rooting for in Brett versus Brett? Kansas City, the 1 seed, Oakland, the 2 seed. All right, so Campbell to face Brohammer, Downing, and Lemon here in the bottom of the 8th. Jack Brohammer, 1 for 2. He's doubled, scored. I don't know what that is. Oh, lined out to short and walked and scored. So he scored twice. Here's the pitch to Brohammer, the left-handed batting second baseman for the White Sox from Campbell. That's a 5-10. 5-10. Fly ball to center. Out number one. Making the catch is Lyman Bostock. One down. Brian Downing steps to the plate. Downing is 1 for 2. He has singled in a run, flown to left, was hit by a pitch and scored. Campbell rocks and deals to Brian Downing. 1 out, no one on. Bottom of the 8th. 7-4 White Sox. They win. They sweep the Twins, advance to face Kansas City in Brett versus Brett round 2. 4-8. Right-handed batter. 4-8. Swing and a miss. That curveball dropped right off the table. So Campbell settles down, but it was he came in after the bases were loaded. All the first 3 runs charged to Singer, but Campbell gave up the grand salami. Since then, again, a double, but 3 strikeouts. No runs after that. He's only given up 1 run, but he allowed 3 inherited runners to score. That pretty much broke the back so far of the Twins. 2 outs, bases empty for Chet Lemon, the hero of the game so far. Grand slam in the bottom of the 6th after the Twins tied it in the top of the 6th. The pitch to Chet Lemon. Campbell going to the Scroogey. 4-5. 4-5. Swing and a miss. The side is retired. We go to the top of the 9th. Dave Hamilton will try to close out the game and series for the White Sox to advance to Kansas City. I've been told that if the White Sox are victorious, they will play over the loudspeaker Going to Kansas City by Fats Domino. I believe it was Fats Domino. Kansas City, here I come. So Hamilton to face Roy Smalley, Rod Carew, Larry Heisel. If anyone gets on, Disco Dan Ford. 7-4 ball game. The Twins need at least 3. Hamilton to face Smalley. Switch hitter batting righty. Here's the pitch to Smalley. 1-4 to Roy Smalley. Smalley 0 for 3 with a walk. So a 1-4 left-handed pitcher. 1-4 chopper to second. Brohammer has it. Flips to Spencer. Scoring at home 4-3. The White Sox are 2 outs away. The Chi-Town fans for the Pale Hose are on their feet here at Comiskey Park. The White Sox on the top step of the dugout. Rod Carew, lefty matchup. Carew is hitless. 0 for 4. The pitch to Hot Rod Carew from Dave Hamilton. 4-10. Left-handed batter. 4-10. Fly ball to left. Going back to his right. Boy, he's not pretty, but he makes the catch. Lamar Johnson. 2 away. It comes down to Larry Heisel. Hamilton has the ball. Looks in. Has the sign from Downing. He rocks and deals to Heisel. 2 outs, no one on. Heisel just trying to move the conga line. 3-7. 3-7. Left-handed pitcher. 3-7. Oh, what a difference. That is a walk. Had it been a righty, it would have been an out. So a left-handed pitcher, Heisel is able to move the conga line with a walk. Point of weakness check for Hamilton this inning. That will bring up Disco Dan Ford. Clay Carroll is ready in the bullpen. Disco Dan Ford lined to third, walked, and was thrown out at the plate by Gar in the top of the 4th when we needed a 19 roll, and by God, we got it somehow. Doubled and scored and flown out to left. His one hit is a double. Heisel at second. They're not holding him on. 2 outs. It'll be a +2 runner. Hamilton to Disco Dan Ford. 1-6. A 1-6. 1-6. Popped up left side. On the outfield grass. Bucky Dent calls for it. He makes the catch. Going to Kansas City is blaring over the loudspeaker by Fats Domino. Here they come. Be ready, Kansas City Royals. It's going to be George Brett taking on Kenny Brett, though Ken Brett will not pitch in that series, as it's going to be 3-4-1 if it goes 3 games. But Ken Brett will be there, obviously. The White Sox celebrate. It's a road to redemption for the last place team in the American League West. They have just advanced in the American League West region of the 1976 Bicentennial Tournament with a 7-4 victory over the 3-seeded Twins. Wow. Your MVP is Chet Lemon. Grand slam in the bottom of the 6th off Campbell. 3 runs were charged to Singer, the starter, but Campbell allowed the inherited runners to score after the Twins tied it in the top of the 6th at 3. So Singer is the losing pitcher. Brett, in a workmanlike performance, is the winning pitcher. Does he get a save? Who was the 4th run off of? It was off Brett. So Hamilton gets a save. Wow. And there you have it. He went 2. And again, since a new series starts, all the bullpen is okay to go. So he went 1 1/3. Wow. What a huge upset. The White Sox, who were 64-97, defeat the Twins, who were 85-77. But when you play a short series, I always look at the pitching. And I'm looking at the pitching, I'm going, they could beat them quite easily. And they did. I think it was very smart that we started Wilbur Wood in the first game. He's their best pitcher. He didn't start many games, but he's available. And it's everyone who's available because it's a bicentennial tournament. So that was fun. That was fun. We move on to our next series, which will be the Angels and the Rangers. That could be interesting. So as always, I like to say thank you for your time. Hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed the stream, please smack that like button. If you have not subscribed and you wish to do so, that would be awesome. If you do subscribe, hit the bell for notification when we go live. Become a member of the FOC, friends of the channel, friends of the community. Come back where everybody knows your name, and we're glad you came. Step into the press booth, a.k.a. the chat. Don't be afraid. They don't bite. Usually. I'd like to thank Highlight Heyday. Check out and subscribe to his channel. Our good friend, Mr. Utah Mike. Sports Time Machine. He has Pro Bowling Tour coming up next, so go to the channel and watch some bowling. He does a very good job with that. Subscribe to his channel. D. Scott Howard, the Goat Whisperer, thank you. Uncle Dave Little, check out his channel and subscribe. Ben Wiltz was here from the start and the finish. We really appreciate that, Ben. Keeping the chat going in there. That's awesome, Ben. Cutter Historical, check out and subscribe to his channel. Joel Horland 20, thank you. Cleve Baseball Fan 879. Subscribe to that channel and watch his wonderful 1972 Gaylord Perry pitching replay using Strat Super Advanced card and dice on the tabletop. Sportsflix was here, another wonderful channel in our community. Please subscribe to his channel. Check out his wonderful videos. Does marvelous stuff. He is amazing with Excel and audio and everything. He just does an amazing job. David Zielinski, thank you. Jack Dawson, check out his fun channel and subscribe. Alternate History 100, another fun channel. He does what-if history scenarios. And I believe his I don't know if it's up yet. I got to check. What if the United States did buy Canada? Which should be fun. Mark Jones, thank you. Continue to scroll up. I think we have everybody. I don't think I missed anybody. We had a nice lively chat. That's what it's all about. Hfield07, thank you for joining us. Check out and subscribe to his channel. He says, "Oh, I missed it." That's okay. Thank you for stopping by. It's a thought that's appreciated, my friend. All right. Stay safe, be smart, treat people the way you want to be treated. Remember, people play the games the way they want. I don't play the games the way someone likes. That's fine. They can move on. And if you don't enjoy the way someone plays a game, just move on. There's no need to be negative. You know, yes, everyone can have their own opinions, but the community is about having fun. There's enough negativity in the world, so I'm guilty of that too. You know what I'm saying? But I try to keep it to myself when it comes to the community, because there's a lot of nice people in the community, a lot of nice people, including the ones who sometimes have differences of opinion. So, all right. Thank you very much. God bless. Love you all. Stay safe. Hope to see you very soon. Peace. The White Sox advance, winning Game 1 3-0 behind Wilbur Wood, 3-hit shutout, and Game 2 7-4, winning pitcher Ken Brett. The save goes to Hamilton, losing pitcher Bill Singer.